Okay, I want to say hello again everybody, it's only me, Woosha Richard. In this video I'm going to talk to you about something very serious, okay? And I really would love it if everybody please, if you could, think about what I'm going to say, just to yourself, you know, and also, share with me your thoughts, but also share with each other your thoughts, and I hope some good will come from this video. This video I'm making now is I really want to talk to everybody, okay? And I hope maybe you could even pass on a positive message to people, okay, around. And please, if you could, please share this video with more people. Now, of course, I want more people to see my videos. Of course, I do, like anyone, right? I really do. But this video really, okay, is about a message, and I really would like as many people to know as possible about this and hear what I'm going to say, right? So if you're ready, if you're comfortable, I'm comfortable. I've got a nice cup of tea. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Excuse my language. I love my tea. Sorry, I'm English. I am mad, aren't I? I'm English. I'm living in China and doing raps, and I'm a real mix-up, aren't I? I'm a martial artist. Anyway, look, I want to say, okay, thank you for joining me, okay, on this video. If you've got time, okay, let's just talk. Let's begin now. My topic is about violence, okay, violence, and I wanted to make this video yesterday, but I had a problem with my video camera, my good camera, my video camera. Yeah, what happened was my wire's like loose. I think I need to like get a new adapter or something. I don't know, it's like the plug, you know, the wire. So I'm using my phone for this. I mean, it's alright, right? It's good enough quality, hopefully. Let's get on with the topic now, okay? Violence. It's like this. Violence is wrong, you know. We always talk about violence. You know, violence is wrong. Yeah, everybody hates it. What can you do, you know? Human beings are human beings. How can we stop it? And then that, you know. So it's like, what more is there to say? You know, we would hope that people would stop being violent, and yeah, but it's not as easy as that, is it? Just saying that. But I'm going to really talk about this because I've been really sickened, and this has been for ages, for a long time now. Last night I was watching some videos on YouTube, okay, I was watching a lot of videos about fighting, right? Now, there's a lot of violent videos you can find on YouTube, first of all. Anyway, there's a lot of different kinds of fighting videos and all kinds of people fighting on the streets, and thugs and gangs, you know, and drunk people and all kinds of idiots just fighting, couples, kids in schools, people on buses, trains, restaurants, pubs, clubs, bars, train stations, everywhere, queuing up in a Disneyland theme park, you know, anyway, you just find these violent videos online. But I want to tell you, okay, it's been a long time, okay, now, I've been watching videos from a certain, very famous, and actually it's got its own website as well, but you can find the videos on YouTube. There's a thing called World Star Hip Hop, okay, World Star Hip Hop. Now, I'm not talking about hip hop or rap or that as such, but there is this website that's dedicated mainly, and it's very famous for its street fights videos that people have filmed up on their phones or their handheld cameras, yeah, and they've filmed up. Could happen anywhere, you know, and you see like the most brutal fights you can imagine. There's women on there, men, women, boys, girls, all ages. Some of these fights are so brutal. I mean, they're just fights. It's just like, a lot of the time it's about trivial things, and let's face it, any fight is about trivial things when you think of it, because all violence is wrong. But I'm saying, right, first of all, let's get on to the point. Recently I made a post on my Facebook, and you know me, I mean, if you know me, first of all, I look like a skinny little chicken, quiet boy. I don't look like a fighter of any kind. But what I'm trying to say is, like, a lot of people will know me for being like strong-worded and stuff. about saying, you know, oh yeah, you've got to effing defend yourself against a bitch, you know, a motherfucker. I use all this strong language as though I'm not trying to make myself sound big, okay? It's just me expressing myself. But I made this post on Facebook, and you know, I was talking about, and I just put the question out there, just a random one of these random, you know, questions, just for everybody to think about, because it's been on my mind for a while, you know, about bullying, you know, about how kids, like, if you had children, maybe you do have children, I don't know, but let's say, what message would you give to kids, be it your kids or your own, if your child or any child was a victim of bullying, and if it was extremely, you know, physical bullying, let's say, if people were trying to hit them, you know, hold them down on the ground or against the wall, or terrible things, you know, kick them, punch them, whatever it might be, just bullying, physical bullying and attacking them, be it one against one or be it a group against them, would you honestly, okay, tell your children to fight back? You know, that's what I'm trying to say. And there's different ways you can fight back, you know, yeah, mentally as well, but it's like I'm saying, like, would it be like to run away, or would you literally, if there was nowhere to run, you know, would you say to them, well, yes, you have to protect yourself, you don't want to come away with broken bones, scratched up, scarred up face, you know, bloody blinded eyes? I'm being really serious right about this, because it could be irreversible. So that's why I was using swear words and stuff on it. It wasn't really a jokey way in a way. It was like when I was saying, would you tell them to, you know, fucking fight the bitch back? You know, that's the way I typed it, but I was trying to show that not to be big and like full of ego. It's not right at all. It's never right to teach your children violence to fight. But I was asking everybody out there to think about that. What would you do? Some people have very mixed feelings about it, you know, and it's very surprising the amount of feelings. But you know, it's like most people would feel that you're wrong to teach your kids to fight back, you know. I mean, to hit and get into violence. You know, tell the teacher. I've been told that many times, but it's like when I was young, I went through absolute hell. I've been bullied badly. And my advice to any human being would be, if you're not a fool, you have to fight back. You have to protect your one body, face, your whole body, whatever. If someone's going to try and really F you up, excuse my language, and mess you up, that's not okay. You know what I mean? It's just not okay. Really, I could go into detail about my past and that, but it's just not okay. You know, so I'll get onto that in a moment. I mean, I'll get onto other things in a moment. But what I want to say, okay, is we're talking about kids now, okay? I just put this message out on Facebook, and I'm just thinking to myself in my mind, like, you know, I typed up that thing. It's quite long. Would a lot of people get it the wrong way, like, and think, well, I'm trying to say violence is okay and all the rest of it? It's not okay at all on any level. But you know, defence is very important. Now, I'm going to talk quickly about what I was saying with that World Star Hip Hop. It's a very famous, like, very well-known, you know, website, popular thing online. There's lots of videos on, you know, popular with who exactly. But I'm just saying, right? It's popular. There's loads of videos online on YouTube. I'm sure you know it. A lot of people know it. Whatever it's called, WSHH, you know, World Star Hip Hop. And people have got this thing now, you know, it's every time they see fights and that, you know, going on the street, they'll film it up and they'll go, World Star, they're calling out and they're laughing, World Star, yeah. And they love it, they're into the actual violence of the fighting and these street fights, and they just, you've got to admit, a lot of people, maybe even you yourself, and me too, I'll admit it, right, and it's not nice, but there's times when you watch a fight and you just get into it because it's so dramatic, isn't it? It's so intense, and you're like watching, what? Who's going to win? What's going to happen? That's why there's like sports and things like that, and boxing as well. But it's not right. Now, for me, I hate violence. I hate to see violence. I hate to see anybody getting hurt. And it's like, you know, we're not the ones being attacked, so we don't know. But it's like we should know that that's wrong. You know, if we can stop violence or try to prevent it in any way. By any way, we should do that, but of course not putting yourself in danger. But people standing there holding cameras is, you know, kind of pathetic. But first of all, go on just watching and laughing and calling out shit, World Star and all this. Oh, do you think we should intervene? No, leave them, it's okay. And I was like that in the past. I got to admit, like if I was to see two people fighting, I'd say, oh no, don't break it up, because I'll be thinking, I wouldn't say that, but I'll be thinking, because I want to see the action. But this is before when I was much younger, but this is pathetic. What I'm saying, alright, fair enough, two idiots, or it might be two stupid people who are just fighting over something trivial, then fair enough, it's their problem. But, I'm just saying it's their choice, but I'm just saying, right, it's like this, why do I watch these things? Right? If I'm talking about it, why do I continue to watch these World Star Hip Hop videos or any of these street fighting videos? I'm obviously a martial artist. I'm a humble person. I know what's right and wrong, right? I'm not an animal like a lot of people carry on these days. And obviously I'm a little skinny, fucking thin little timid chicken anyway, so I'm not this big tough fighter. So why do I watch all this? Well, people's eyes. Why do I watch this? The reason I watch all these kind of fights, as well as any fighting videos from across the world which are posted, I watch them a lot. And I'll try to sometimes, be it long like compilation videos or short clips, anywhere from across the world. Any of these fights, like I mean actual street fights and real. I mean just thugs or anyone. Sometimes you see these big tough guys. I watch these fights because one, it's a form of not only entertainment, no, not at all, but it's like one thing is like to study our world to see how fucked up human beings are. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at it all. I'm looking at that stuff to see and read, from another perspective, to see if I was standing there, if that was coming towards me, what would I do? Obviously it'd be different if it was like in real life, face to face, but we're talking about all this martial arts every day and all this kung fu and all this flow. What the fuck? But we have to be real and think about what we really know and how we would defend against, say, if it's some big tough guy, bigger than you, let's say, a gang of thugs. A lot of times you have gangs that have got knives, guns and all the rest of that terrible things too. But I'm just saying, right, if someone was trying to put their hands on you, and sometimes you see kids getting bullied in schools, high schools, colleges or whatever, you see that happening too, where it's like a whole group of people in a corridor and they're all kicking the guy on the floor, it happens to boys, girls as well, and it makes people's lives a living hell. So we can understand why people I don't understand suicide, not at all, and giving up on yourself, but I mean, we can see that there are a lot of young people who give up on their lives and commit suicide. They feel there's no way out. There's a lot of violence in prisons, obviously too. People get initiation. Is it a new prisoner goes into the prison and everybody beats them? I was watching like Louis Theroux, BBC and all these like kind of documentaries like Lock Up and that, and documentaries about prisons. I like to watch that kind of stuff too. I hate violence. I don't like to watch violence at all in any way, but it's like I like to picture myself, imagine what the hell would I do? And you've got to think that sometimes with your martial arts. You don't want to go out there and look for fights ridiculously and hopefully you never get that happen to you, someone come up against you. But I'm saying as martial artists we have to be serious about our training, right, and know what we're doing. I believe totally and solely in the true traditional martial arts. I'm not just like a lot of people, they think it's real until they get a hard crack in the jaw. No, this is real deal. Real martial arts are real. It's how you apply it, but it's how you train. And you've got to spar with people if you can and get real deal, more real proper contact on training. Good training. When you're working grappling techniques, throws, locks, whatever, all that kind of stuff, opening, blocking, reaction. How fast can you put your hands up and stop and cover your body, moving around your footwork, strike, and if you are getting hit, can you deliver, how much are you able to take, endurance. It's really hardcore training. That's why you get the military, the soldiers and stuff who go through these assault courses and stuff, climbing over walls and stuff, carrying all this heavy stuff, and it's like, that's what's kind of what it's like, isn't it? It's like you're exhausted and you're carrying all this stuff. It's like someone's punching at you and you're still going, So it's like we can get soft sometimes in some ways when we're training so hard in other ways, but it's like, I'm just saying, some of these guys in these fights, right? These fights I've seen are absolutely brutal. I've seen young thugs and stuff picking on old people and beating blood out of their head, and they've got this new trend. It's not so new now, but they've got a lot of people going on online, right? You see these videos, people crowding around watching the fights. It could be against women as well, boys, girls, men, women, whoever. and you see bloodied up faces, hair torn out of the head. I can't bear to look at that stuff. It's too gruesome. Broken noses, faces hanging half off, you know, and it's just so terrible. Women getting their head kicked on the floor. I don't care if it's, you know, it could be men or women or anyone. I'm just saying, you know, women are women. You know, I know women are strong in that too, a lot stronger than men in many ways, but women are women. Come on, you know, girls and that, you know what I mean? They're supposed to be more gentle, feminine, right? For the most part, you know, but it's disgusting when you see a man beating a woman, because a man is naturally physically stronger, usually, right? Sometimes they're not, mentally or physically. It depends on the people. I'm just saying, you know what I mean, though. Sometimes, I mean, you know, it's just a terrible thing to see, though, when you're seeing two girls like going at it like that. And I hate to see anyone getting bullied, but men as well, of course, boys, whoever. I'm just saying, I hate to see violence. And sometimes you see these older people, like, who should be more responsible, who are encouraging young people to fight too. And like you see, like I've even said, like in the video, haven't I? I've said, like, and in the message, like, I would tell my kids to fight back and stand up. So it's still violence, isn't it? So it's not right. But you see what I'm trying to say? But I'm saying encouraging. For example, I would never say to my kids, I don't have kids right now. I'm saying, if I did, I wouldn't say to my kids, yeah, fight that son of a bitch, go and knock him out, you know, if there was a chance to get away from that, you know what I mean? But if it was like such a situation where it was like getting so bad where it was really, nothing was being done, you know, and the teacher wasn't doing anything, and it was like, they was really like taking the piss, or let's say it was like affecting their studies or whatever, you know, if there might be times where, what I'm saying is, no, that's wrong. What I'm saying is, if someone's putting their hands on you and there's nowhere to get away, I'm saying, no way to get away, you know what I mean? Then you have to, at that moment, I'm saying, you have to fight and get them off, is what I'm trying to say. Well, you have to. You avoid negativity at all costs, what I'm trying to say. But what I'm saying is that I've seen loads of videos where like older people are encouraging kids to just fight, you know, go back in there and fight, you know, rather than taking the kids home. It's like, go over there and kick that motherfucker's ass. And I feel that's just not right, because no matter how humiliated you may have felt by that person, by that bully, as the victim, it's not about pride. And it's even, believe it or not, and I don't want to be wrong in saying this, you may disagree with me, guys, I might disagree with myself too in saying this, but it's like, I don't believe he's right totally the hero to literally stand up to a bully. And this is for me, being a lifelong victim of bullying, okay, and I can sympathise, right? So it's like, I don't believe you're the hero, guys, and having to literally go up there, stand up to him, get into a physical confrontation and try to knock some fucking proof into them, you know, let them know and get respect from them in a way, or try to earn them. You don't need to earn their respect. Those people are pieces of shit. No, I'm not calling people's kids pieces of shit, but what I say is like, negativity is negativity, is what I'm trying to say, right? So bullies make themselves shit. So you don't need to prove yourself to them that you are confident, that you are strong, that you are anything, that you can stand up to them. They're not even able to stand up to themselves, these people, no matter how tough they may seem, these bullies. Be them kids, adults, whoever. A bully is a piece of weak, cowardice, shit. Well, let me translate that as being someone who's very confused and in darkness in their mind, that they need some kind of psychological help. We need to feel sorry for these people. If we can't help them, though, then we need someone else to do, you know, we need to avoid that. If you need to fight for the defense of your life, you need to fight seriously. You can't be more a fool than that bully, I think, and just let yourself get pounded the fuck down and put in hospital or worse. Seriously, because it happens for one bully or a group of them with their egos. A lot of people, okay, a lot of bullies, they don't even know what they're doing. They just go into violent confrontations because they in that mode, they're so in their ego and they want everybody's support. They want to make themselves feel big, and all the other people around that join in. A lot of these people don't even mean to do it. They're not even mean people usually, but they join in because that's what people are like. A lot of people are so simple-minded. They'll be laughing, everybody else is laughing. It's a kind of nervous laugh, it's an excitement, but it's like something different. They're watching it like entertainment. They can't differentiate, they can't separate, distinguish real life and entertainment, you know, on TV and the real life, and they're watching that, and they've got cameras, and they see blood nowadays even, and this is what I was going to say, there's a new thing, right, but it's not so new, but people say, oh, he leaking. How disgusting. They use this word leaking. He leaking, man. She bleeding. She leaking. Oh, yeah. It don't matter if it's a man or a woman. And people are just saying, the blood's pouring out here. Oh, he's going into seizure, man. They're laughing. Oh, my God. You got knocked the fuck out. And I must admit, it sounds funny and you laugh. But it's terrible when you see some people cold white. They're shaking on the floor like a spastic. I'm saying, really, right? That's someone's training dummy. But I'm not joking. I'm saying real people. You see it like it looks like that, but it's actually real. And this is disgusting. People could end up dying. They could kill somebody. So I'm saying, like, people are there saying, "Oh, he's sleeping, man. He's sleeping. He slept. He slept, man. He bleeding." What I can do, I can act the same way. I can make up that shit. But there's people up there saying that someone gets knocked out and it's ha ha ha. Someone gets bones broke, bloody, bust up, and people are laughing. They've got their cameras, they're filming people's faces when the person's having a fucking seizure. Could be dead if no one calls the ambulance quickly, you know. And the person's filming it, saying, "Oh, you leaking, man, you leaking," and the person is leaking. They're leaking blood from their fucking head. This is sick. This is disgusting. And that's no joke, right? It's terrible. Excuse my language. I don't mean to keep swearing, but the points I bring up are serious, right? This video is supposed to be a short video too, because I know people cower away from long videos. I'm just joking. I know you get long. I know you don't have much time, guys. But I was saying that people want it fast and short. Okay, people take that the wrong way. Yeah, people take it, you know, far. They want quick stuff, you know, and that Facebook and that. But I'm saying I like to put out topics that are like meaningful and talk about something. Now this is really, really serious. I do short videos too, but this is serious, so I'm just saying here, right, imagine that was your kids, or imagine that was you, I'd hope never, okay, if your kids were jeering on and like cheering on this kind of violence too. Now, I was watching a video the other day where there was two women fighting in a supermarket. And fuck me, I couldn't believe it though, you know, and it was really violent as this fight. One person seemed to be assaulting a member of staff, and they were fighting in this supermarket or this shop in the store. And the woman, the aggressor, you know, she had her young son with her, a little boy, and the little son, the mother was actually beating this other woman down on the floor. That was really violent. She was on top of that as well, on the floor. Couple of fat ones, no offence, and this little boy was saying, I don't care, you know, you can't hurt my mother or something, and he was standing up for his mother because he didn't know any better, obviously, and he loves his mum, this little boy, but he's a little boy, you know, and he was picking stuff up off the shelves and smashing them on this other woman's head, who clearly didn't seem to be doing anything wrong. She was just working in the shop, you know. And who cares if someone does come across a bit arrogant or this or that? Then fuck that person, you know. But you don't need to go up and look for fights and stuff. And that mother didn't even realise that if that aggressor, that mother, should have just stood up with all of her hate and all of that. She could have just seen what her son was doing. Her son was cheering on some violence. I don't care if it was her own violence or somebody else's. And she should have said, you know what, I can't do this. Shouldn't have done it in the first place with her son there, because this is teaching him the wrong fucking thing. You know what I mean? Most people would say, yeah, protect mummy, protect daddy, of course, right? Yeah, stand up, you know, and no matter what, you know, you've got to stand up for me, and it doesn't matter if I'm in the wrong. If I'm in the wrong, I hope, you know, like I've said before, whoever's in the wrong should get paid, you know, in some fucking way, should learn the hard way, you know? I'm saying it will come back to you, learn from the lessons and experience in life. So I would never ask my kids or friends or anyone to cheer me on, help me on if I'm fucking wrong. That's just not the point. It's ego, right? Anyway, it was these gang fights, big groups of people, I'm saying, fights, loads of thugs, there was robberies and stuff, street robberies. I saw loads of different kinds of videos, you wouldn't believe it. But this violence, all I see is hundreds, I mean so many people, and students in schools and everything, just cheering on these fights. There was adults, kids, and it's like, I'm looking at this is society. A lot of the videos were from America, fair enough. I'm British, but I'm just saying there was a lot of videos I saw in Britain too, from Britain, England, and other countries. So many countries all over the world. I saw Australia. I saw a video from Australia. So many videos. It's like people in general, humanity. What the fuck is wrong with people, right? Violence is not going to help anyone, right? Now I watch these videos because I know that we've got to study some of this. It's how would you move? Some of these guys are so strong. They fight like animals, waving their arms like bitches, grabbing hold of each other. But some of these guys just pop in the jaw, just punch you right in the face. So strong, so solid. These big tough guys. My goodness, would you be ready for that? In the martial arts, we'll be able to move and dodge. I mean, if that was to hit you, shit, how would your adrenaline? Would you be nervous? There's a lot of things that. I talk about my martial arts, so I talk about Wing Chun, and I talk about the technique. I say like I'm slim, I'm skinny, whatever, but it works. But I'm saying really, it does work. But I'm saying, would you be ready in a situation though to do Wing Chun, karate? It doesn't always, even a world champion boxer or whatever. But I'm just saying, like Muay Thai, whatever. But you would have to do good training and good sparring, obviously, is what I'm saying. Now, someone comes at you, you've got all the reflexes in the world. You've got to learn to cover up. I think so. They're cracking themselves up on you. A lot of time you're running, ducking, and the things, arms flying, something because they crack you in the face. Fuck. Sometimes they pick up glass bottles or whatever else too. But I'm just saying, right? And a lot of times I can't stand pussies when I see whole gangs of people getting involved. I hate that when you see one person in a fight with someone and then all of their mates come in. If the guy starts to fight back over, they all start to kick the guy in. That's so pussy. That's so weak, but they see it as respect and they have to do it for their face or whatever. But another thing I really hate, I'll tell you something I hate, and I'm going to say this right now, what I hate, yeah? Two things to the point. One, I hate violence against women. I'll say that, it's my point of view. I hate violence against women. I mean as in males attacking females, which are totally, if you look at the traits of a male and a female, I know women are strong, a lot of them too, I know that, and you get feminine men, whatever the fuck. But I'm just saying, right, in reality, a man's a man, a woman's a woman, a boy's a boy, a girl's a girl, So I'm just saying, right, I hated that, but I want to tell you one thing, what I don't like, another thing I don't like, right? I hate it when you see a woman or a group of women attacking a man, and they're really attacking him, really kicking him, punching him, whatever, trying to rob him. And it's a man, and he's holding back because he's a man and he doesn't want to just knock them all the fuck out, which a lot of times he could, let's face it, right? It depends on what man, but a lot of times, right? And it's a group of women, whoever it might be, or it might be just one, and then and it's like the man's not allowed to do anything, even if the man pushes her away, even slightly, without even punching her. Immediately you get or even throws her away, maybe pushes her, and maybe she falls on the floor, trips over her high heels or whatever the fuck. I'm just saying, right? Immediately you get some tough punk hero coming up, some other guy, and wants to get in a fight with that guy. You can't hit a woman, man. You can't hit a woman, man. You fucking... And they start getting into a fight. Or it could be a whole group of men, and they all come to attack that man because he was protecting... he was protecting himself. He was protecting himself against that woman or that other group of women as human beings. So in this fucking society, right, you've got people still talking about equality and all this, men and women are the fucking same, we can all, whatever the fuck, But when that happens, they still stand up for the point, which I've also said too. I disagree with violence against women. But what I'm saying is, they're so fucking, what do you call it, excuse my language, they're so, what's the word? Contradicting themselves. They're so contradictive of themselves because they just straight away you can't hit a woman, and what fucks me off is the guy's getting robbed, or he's getting shit from nobody is trying to help, and nobody stops the fights like any fights. A lot of people, fair enough, you got to keep your own safety as well, but it's like sometimes some of these men that are doing this, they're trying to protect their own girlfriends. Let's say if you're a man, right, and your girlfriend or your wife is getting beaten the fuck out of by a group of other girls or another girl who's like tougher or whatever, right? Yeah, I know they should fight themselves to defend themselves, but I'm saying maybe everybody on here now is going to say the man should not intervene. Well, it depends how he does it. Fair enough, yeah. I'm saying, if it's really violent, and there's so many, you know what I mean, you can't be that careful. But it's like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, they're all trying to attack the person you love. It could even be your sister, it could be your mother, your grandmother, it could be your young daughter, or your kids, or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, right? You're telling me that a man, if you're a man on the street and you see another man in an altercation with a woman, you might not know what it's about. For me, I would walk away no matter what kind of fight. I won't be doing that. Most people are looking in their selfie sticks, photo, and then as soon as there's a fight, they start filming that up. Fair enough, I'll do the same. I've done it here in China. I've filmed up fights on the street and I posted it on one of my channels. I said, look at that. I said, we're in China, yo, for a joke. But it's like, it's, you know, it's showing, but it's not ha ha ha. I'm saying, look at how ridiculous human beings are fighting all across the world, and ridiculousness, right? If you hit somebody, like I've said before, when you get into a fight, when people are angry, what do they usually think? I'm going to hurt this person, but for whatever reason it is, in their mind they think it's right. They're justified what they're doing because they've been fucking disrespected. So what happens is that when you fight somebody, you can't be that careful, can you? I'm gonna really hurt you badly, but I'm not going to kill you. You maybe to some extent, but when you're that angry and you're punching, you know, or striking, there's a chance that you could kill the person. That person might have some kind of health problems that you never knew about. You might not have even hit them that hard. It might have even just been the fear, some kind of fit they might have been in there breathing, but that person could have died. And you might say, well, I don't give a fuck, you know, fuck them. You know, some people are really like this. In this modern day and age, you see the youths and that, they've got no idea. They can't distinguish real life. And death's a death, pain's pain, emotion. They don't give a fuck about that. Really pain, they really don't care. So you motherfucker, you know, all this, you know, pussy ass, and I'm not gonna say words on him I can't say, but you know what I mean. The way they carry on and they put on all this attitude, and it could be anyone of any nationality, any colour, any, you know what I mean, men, women, whoever. I'm saying people in general. What's wrong with humanity, right? I'm just trying to say, but the way they carry on, though, right? It's unbelievable. People. You get domestic disputes. Sometimes you get a man and a woman who are like a man and his wife, and they're like fighting on a train or something. And then, you know, everybody will intervene to, like, you know, stop the man if he's like attacking the woman. And yeah, I understand that straight away. Definitely, you don't want to see that, right? But it's like, for fuck's sake, you leave people to their own businesses. They like call the police or something, and I'm just saying, right? You feel like you should protect. If you saw a woman getting raped or attacked by a gang of men, of course you'd want to do something. You want to intervene. You have to stand in between. If you can help anyone, if you can help any human being, and prevent more bloodshed or more and save whoever. Good, prevent it. We should be spreading good messages around and spreading it of peace and to our kids and letting them know more about moral, I'm saying, and knowledge. You can't just go around telling people there's too much violence in the world, isn't there? Oh, look at that fight, film it. There's too much violence in the world, yeah. But then your kids ain't learning much, you know what I mean? You're just passing it on, no one's doing anything. It's like, oh, you know, there's too much shit in the world. But it's like, you got to clear it up and let people be more clear about what is wrong and right. And you can't stop evil, you can't stop violence, sadly. My rambling is not going to stop any violence, what I'm saying here and all this shit. And these kind of sites that put this stuff out, like, it's like entertainment, but it's like people don't understand. You see this stuff, and some of this stuff's heartbreaking, it really is. I saw a fight the other day between a woman and she had kids with two men, and they were like, the two men was fighting, one of them knocked the other one out, one of the kids were crying, or whatever, she was pregnant with somebody else's baby. It's like, what, such a mess, you know, it was their family problem. But I'm just saying violence in general, and there was someone filming it and they said, this is really sad. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean though, robberies plus gun crime and knife crime, I hate all that, gangs, drugs and that. There's so much fucked up stuff going on in the world. No matter how bad society gets, no matter how bad, hard done by you feel you've been robbed by everybody else, you're better than that. You don't have to be a piece of shit because of the negativity around you in the world. You can be better than that no matter what. Infinite patience, see how good you can do. Do good. If you do positive things, positivity will come back to you, right? That's what I really mean. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, we can't stop all the violence in the world. We have to be prepared for it, to defend ourselves and train whatever we need to. But you see what I'm trying to say? I'm just saying that when I saw this kid there cheering on his mum, when his mum was beating down the other guy, the other woman, and the other woman was trying to fight off that woman, and his mum, this little boy was like smashing things on the person's head. Nobody was trying to stop it. And that, you know, everybody's afraid. Oh, you can't touch that kid, you can't touch that woman. Nobody wants to get involved because otherwise they'll be part. It's like, you understand it, but it's like, oh fuck, you know, it's not right, it's not okay. It's so totally messed up. I can't understand. So we need to spread a good message. Everybody. Who are we? This is a small group of people, but we could let's spread this message. Share this video if you could, please, guys. I don't know, or let more people know. Because what are we doing every day? Whenever you get angry with someone, or whenever there's some dickhead, someone who's been really rude to you, or outside on the street, what are you looking at, bitch? What, you call me a bitch? Am I a bitch? What the fuck did you say? Straight away, it just starts. Because you feel that's your pride. I have to stand up to it. I can't look away. That's what I've been doing most of my life, looking away, keeping quiet like a pussy. If you was to call me a name, I'll probably look away like that. And you think, look at that timid pussy. You think I'm a pussy. But in my mind, I'm avoiding that. And I'm living a much better life because I'm avoiding bullies. You see what I'm trying to say? But if someone puts their hands on you, you have to defend yourself and crack them. Right? Or if you can't get them into a lock or some kind of control, martial arts is the way, of course. But if you can run off. If they've got a knife or a gun, you've got to get away. If you know anybody about anyone who's carrying guns and knives, you've got to, be aware of that and tell the right people, go to the police, because, I can't believe it, and your kids, and, talk to your kids, even if your kid's not getting bullied, even if you're a teacher and you've got loads of students and you don't feel there's bullying going on, but talk to them, get them to work together, get special little methods, be smart to get the kids working together, even the bullies and the victims or whoever, and try and get them to work together into different things and let them all feel good about themselves and good about the situation and let them work so there's some kind of team effort. I don't know what, because I feel that they're so isolated and they just get bored, and then different personalities, and they just, I don't know what it is, but people just tend to be nasty. I remember someone left a comment online once saying, oh, do you think people are human beings are naturally just evil? And they said, well, I hate to say it, but yes, they are. Someone left a comment on there. And I'm thinking, oh my God, but no, it's not about evil or this and that. There's got to be something. I don't know what it is. Ego, greed. I don't know what it is. Got to be jealousy, all those emotions. But people need to learn to control the emotions. They need to be able to control and learn what's right or wrong. You are no more or less a human being or you. Depending on what other people are, what they say, or what they think. It's got nothing to do with you about the world around you. The only thing that matters is your hair, your blood, your bones, the breath in your lungs, your cells and atoms, and one day you'll be dead. You've got to enjoy your life. That's all it is. Take care of your own body. Make good connections with people you like, make friends, That's how I feel, okay? That's really the truth of it. It's a stupid little me, right? Yeah, martial arts philosophy. Yeah, but really though. I'm saying, so when I see all this, oh, he's sleeping, man, he's leaking, she bleeding, world star, yeah, I even joke around when I make my video, in the past I was filming something, and I said world star for a joke, but it's I'm trying to say, look at these fucking retards. Yeah, they are so pathetic, people fighting for the absolute pettiest little reasons, it's so ridiculous. I mean, come on. Because someone looks at you, you're stupid, man, you're ugly, you're a piece of shit, you're this or that. What about it? Look at me, man, pussy, what, you afraid of me? You'll probably get so worked up, you want to turn around and clock him. I'm going to train, you know what I mean? Or something, and everybody's looking at you, it's like the ego, the pride, I don't know what it is, and you feel, well, I'm not less of a human being than that person, I'm going to fucking teach him right now. But whatever, okay, it's all wrong. You can move further down the carriage, you can get off the train or bus if you have to, or whatever. I'm not saying be a coward, but you've got to find somewhere around it, because you don't want to go to prison either, you don't want to do the wrong thing, and you don't want to risk yourself getting hurt, you don't want to put someone else in hospital. If someone puts their hands on you, then you've got a bust. If it was me, and there was nowhere to escape, you'd have to fight to defend yourself, because you might be fighting for your life, you might be fighting for a serious injury, but always be aware if there's more people, you've got to know how to get around. Be aware if there's a massive gang of people and try to get away from avoid that if I was you the best you can. Look first, especially, and if they've got knives or guns especially, my goodness, right, always look around, so, it's just martial arts, wisdom again, knowledge of the things, but I'm just saying, seriously, some of these videos you see online are just so sickening, and these young people, go and look for it, okay, World Star Hip Hop. If you don't know, it's not about rap, hip hop and that. I make my raps, motherfucker. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying this is about these are the clips you see of people just getting into fights like absolute yobs, absolute animals, beating the absolute shit out of each other. and it's just pure violence. They enjoy it. It seems, and I can't believe the waste and the shallow-mindedness of people. It's pathetic. So we need to, steer our kids away from that, and steer ourselves away from that, because our kids are a reflection of how we are. It's like, I remember one time I was sitting there, I was talking to somebody, and I said, "Oh, shut up, silly or stupid," or something, for a joke. I was just speaking, "Oh, shut up, stupid." And this little boy or this little girl, some child along beside me, said, "Shut up, stupid," and they were copying. And I said, no, I said, "That's not nice." I said, "It's okay, And it's like, but because that's what happens, and they don't know right or wrong, and they can't differentiate, and then they go outside and they just carry on and they grow up. Shut up, whoever else, this or that. You're gonna fuck your mother, and they just, the sick things. You hear these young kids, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking stick it up your pussy," and the thing they speak like adults, and they act so mature, and it's just so pathetic. The way human beings carry themselves. I feel so sick and so saddened by what I see in the world these days. And gangs of people now, they're not giving a fuck. Now they really don't care. They're beating up old people. You see young gangs. So what the fuck? I don't care. They don't care if you're old. They'll kick you in the floor. You fuck that bitch. Sometimes it's the same as like a man going up to a woman. I don't care if she's a woman. I'm gonna knock you. What did you say about knocking the fuck out? That's totally wrong as well. But I'm saying, like I've said a lot of points in this video, right? Bullying's wrong. But I'm saying also, like what I said, like if you saw a woman though attacking a man or a group of women or whatever, or attacking a man or attacking that man's family, and the man's trying to protect himself or protect his family or this or that from these pack of wolves, basically these other human beings. I don't think you should be stepping in and just to say, because he's a man, so he can't put his hands up and defend himself. You must have to some level, to push him off. You know what I mean? Maybe even slap him, and I hate that. I'm not standing. It looks like I'm standing up. I'm not saying it's okay to slap a woman or punch, kick her. It's disgusting. I'm saying if they're putting their hands on you, grabbing you, everybody's trying to rob you of all you've got. You've got your fucking passport, your money, your keys, everything there. Your babies, they're screaming, they're attacking you. Maybe they put a knife out. What are you gonna do then? Clawing your girlfriend's face off, ripping her hair. What are you gonna do? Beating your mother, kicking your mother on the floor. What are you going to do? And this man's trying to protect his mother or his love or his family, And a group of tough guys are going to come over. "Oh, you can't put your hands on a woman, man." They could go over there and split the fight up, right? So that way they protect the woman from getting hurt by that man. They could go between it and say, "Man, don't do it, Get back, it's alright." But then again, you don't want to intervene with people's business. Fair enough, I'll put yourself in danger. Call the police. But if you're a good Samaritan, you could go there and do that, and then stop. There's women from attacking the man too. But we have to understand, right? But learning martial arts, you learn a lot of good techniques. Like if you learn how to push them away, you can learn to restrain them, hold them down. But even if you were to use soft techniques and control the person, if it was a woman, let's say. And again, everybody else would see that, and they would say, "Oh, look at that tough guy, he's manhandling that woman, holding her down," and she'll be screaming or whatever, trying to get that attention too. And you'll fucking try and stand up for that woman or that group of women, because you're just so blinded that you don't understand the true martial arts, would say. But you can restrain them till the police come, because it's like any suspect, it's not it was a man or anything. Or the best thing you can do is get away. But I'm saying I've seen things where men have been getting beaten the fuck out of, first of all by women, and then by a group of men. Even if that man threatens to even fight back against the woman, and he pushes her off or whatever, and it might be the woman's boyfriend, or it might be someone who just watches on the bus, someone who wants to get in on the act, and they try and protect. And I think it's just so pathetic. Women shouldn't be attacking men. Men should not at all be attacking women. There should be no violence at all between any of us. But only love. Right? I'm just saying that. But what world are we fucking making for our kids to grow up in, and next generation? It's just pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real, right? Keep it fucking real, man. Peace to humanity and nature. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you very much. Bye.